let's get this. Ah, shoot. What's good, my good people? Just want to let y'all see so y'all can see it yourself. We're out here and I'm back at Hudson Park. And you can see it yourself. The tide is super low because we're maybe an hour and a half before the tide gets set up. And back at Hudson Park. Now here's the thing with Hudson Park, you guys. Thank you for the like, appreciate it. It's been a minute since I've been back to Hudson Park, and earlier the fishing was great here, right? But then it slowed down tremendously, and after that happened, we started going over to the other location at Glen Island. So for you guys, just so you can get a look, this is Hudson Park. That's the background, so you guys can see that. But it's definitely a different vibe over here than it is at the other location where it's much more quiet. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me get everything in motion. And a thing with Hudson Park, because it's in a parking lot, which is one of the positives of this spot, is that it's in a parking lot where you can pull right up. You can pull right up to where you want to fish. So that's one of the pros of Hudson Park, why people come out here. But one of the cons to me is that, just like the other location that I always go to, one of the cons of Hudson Park is that it's always very, very, very busy. So when it's a busy location like this, you're going to have a lot of activity. You're going to have a lot of people walking through. You'll meet some fishermen. You'll have a lot of conversation. Hold on 1 second. Let me make sure we got this set up. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, how did I do this the other day? God bless zip ties, right? Hold on. Was it down here? All right. 1 second, everybody. I'm getting it in motion. I just want to... Ah, shit. Was this one longer? I know one of them was longer than the other one. All right, so that's the longer one. Talk about weird shit, right? Talk about shit, yo. People don't understand how weird that shit is when you come up and you stand behind somebody and they don't know that you're standing behind them. But see, because I got God tier Dragon Ball Z Super Saiyan 5 power, I see you behind me because I see your shadow at my feet. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I gotta get my zip ties. 1 second. I should have did like the other day where I just already had this shit set up before we went live, just to have everything in place, right? Hold on, almost done. God bless zip ties. All right. Where's my handle? Why is my face so big? All right. I don't know why. What the fuck? Yo, that. Yo, y'all are gonna kill me online. Y'all are gonna kill me. Do not ask me why this is doing this right now. Hold on, let me see something. Maybe if I do it this way. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I know y'all gonna kill me online. It's all right. Just kill me now, y'all. Kill me now. Kill me now. So yeah, I'll give y'all a chance to see everything, so you can see it at least. But yeah, we're back at Hudson Park, y'all. This was one of my old stomping grounds that started it all off when we first started doing these live fishing streams. Yeah, we struggle streaming over here, y'all. Definitely fucking struggle streaming. Whew. All right. That was almost a whole complete workout right there. Man, I tell you. But yeah, definitely Hudson Park is where everything started with the live streams. But again, one of my few problems with when I'm here is that it's just so busy. Compared to my other location, when I'm over there at Glen Island, it's less people, it's not as busy, and we could do what we do without all the interference of it just being so many people and shit, you know? All right, so at least I just tested the chat, so at least we got the chat set up. We're right here, we got the chat set up. Thank you for the likes already, whoever jumped in. Thank you for coming. Appreciate all of y'all coming. Today, basically what we're doing today is this is a bait dump, right? So this is gonna be the leftover bait I had. I don't want it to spoil, right? So because I don't want it to spoil, we're gonna do a bait dump. So in the 2.5 hours, or a little bit more that we got, we're just going to get all this bait out the way. So my goal is not to come back with any bait or anything. So that's the goal of what we're gonna do today. We're just gonna do a big, giant bait dump. Get the bait out. We got the original crew over here, which is one of the fish whisperers, as we call him, of Hudson Park, Mr. Larry. He is the man of Hudson Park. He's over there. So they have a whole setup over there where when I got here, they were already going for blackfish, because blackfish is the fish of the fish right now that everybody's going for. So I'm gonna get everything set up. Sorry it took me a minute to get this stuff over here. I got my little makeshift rig set up for you guys. But yeah, this will be a little different. This will be a little lighter than normal. because again, we're back at Hudson Park. For you guys who been there when I first started this fishing stream, remember this was the very first location where it all started. First fishing stream, and that was by accident. That was just somebody saying, "Hey, try it out," and we tried it out and it worked. So this is almost like nostalgia because this is where everything started at with our very first fishing stream. So make sure I got it where you can see the rails. You know, that looks pretty good. As you can see, it's a clear sky in New York. It's warm. You see, I got sweat beads going on. Let me share because I know for my Facebook crew who does support, because it's hard, but for those guys, shout out to y'all. So let me just get that out there. What's the other one I'm looking for? Hold on 1 second. Damn, I always miss. I be seeing it. Oh, there we go. All right, so we got that, and one more for me mom. For me mom. Like my English people in the UK say, this is for me mom. All right, how you doing, man? All right. All right, guys. So we're all good. We're all good. Got everything set up. We're gonna start pulling out some of this bait so we can do this bait dump and just get this bait out the way. If you're wondering, I still got some sandworm left from the other day. I still got some crabs, 2 crabs left, and I got some bunker, So we're gonna range out what we're gonna use and just see, for so far since I've been here, because I've been here for about a good half an hour. So far since I've been here, the crew over here to my right, they're fishing. They've been out here for a while. They said it hasn't been no action. But since I've been here, there has been there was a couple of bites. They got a couple of bites. Nobody got it in. But for you guys, I figured it's a good change of pace. Now you can see Hudson Park, and like I said, Hudson Park is where everything started with this live fishing streams. This was where the very first one of our streams was done. So let me get everything started. Sit back, give me a moment, and we'll see what we can do. And as y'all can see, still got some bunker left. Little bag of sparring, these little sparring. And if y'all wondering what the hell is sparring, they're like these little tiny fish. Oh, they're so frozen. Yeah, well, here's his ass. They're like these little tiny fish that you can use. Yeah. But these need to go to the bunker head. Needs to go to. And I just got the update from the fish whisperer, Mr. Larry, about how this is supposed to go now with these new what they call circular hooks that we're supposed to be using now. So now these are the hooks that we're supposed to be using now when you're going for any large size fish, as far as stripers, bluefish, but in particular striped bass. So I just got the heads up today, and from now on, these will be the hooks that I'll be using for future references. That because now, apparently in New York, if you don't use these hooks, circular hooks, you can get a fine, or you can get ran down on by the fish police, and they'll give you all type of hell, including a fine. if you're not using this. So here we are. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Hey, fun fishing adventures. Good to see you, man. Yeah. So now those J hooks in New York, I apparently, like I said, in the last 10 minutes, I just got the heads up from one of the main big fishing guys that's in this from this place right here where I'm at. He's like the fish whisperer. Any information, any updates, anything running, you see him out here, you ask him, he knows all. So that was one of the things we were talking about before I got everything set up. And yeah, apparently that's the case. So now all of the hooks that I did have that are like you said, the J hooks, you can't use them. And now I'm gonna have to switch over to all of these. Oh, let me get this one out there. Uh-oh, y'all. Technical difficulty. Technical difficulty. Hold on, let me make sure. That's why I like to spray my reels a lot. I like to spray them before, especially like in between uses, especially saltwater fishing, because the salt gets into the line, jams up the line sometimes. You know, isn't that crazy? Fishing adventures, Scotty. Hey, isn't that crazy? But this is the type of shit we go through with New York fishing. That's why you got so many New Yorkers that they don't fish this immediate area anymore. They either go way out to like Long Island or they'll go upstate, Rhode Island, all these, or even Connecticut. A lot of people going to Connecticut because a lot of the New York fishing regulations it's just out of control. Yeah, a lot of the New York fishing regulations are just so out of control. It's making it really hard for people to enjoy it. And I just found this out less than 15, 20 minutes ago. Like I've been hearing rumors or I've been hearing word here and there. Some people will see like the hook that I had on and they'll say, hey man, you gotta change that out. You can't use that no more. Uh they'll have a problem with it. I'm like, this is the same style hook we've been using since I was a kid, since I was like 5, and all of a sudden now they saying that that J style hook, I guess they're saying it's inhumane to the fish. Oh my god, you can't make it up. Right. See, exactly. It's funny you said that because that's exactly what Mr. Larry was just explaining to me. And he said that's one of the reasons why they're doing it, because they said that it stops it from going into their digestive system and you're pulling it out. But see, here's my thing. Most of the people here don't really, well, I guess if you catch one that's not regulation and you got to throw them back, you still want them to be able to live. So all right, I get it, because I was about to say most people are going to take the fish home and eat it. So he's going, to get anyway. But I get it. For the ones that might be undersized or the ones you got to toss back, you do want them to survive. So and it is a mess. I've had that happen plenty of times, but they don't they don't do that with any of the smaller hooks. Like right now, there's no regulation on small hooks. You can use any style small hook you want to use. So, but only with the larger size fish. All right, let me see if these are still alive. Because I don't even know if. Because one thing with sandworms, they go bad really fast. So I'm not sure. Uh oh. Mr. Sandworm got some life in him. For now. I mean, you know what's so crazy, man? It's probably gonna get to the point, like even like you see what I do most of the time with the sandworms, right? Especially those larger ones like that, where their mouth is so big and the teeth is just equally as big. You know, most of the time we cut the head off so you don't get bit. They probably gonna tell us we're gonna have to stop doing that because that's inhumane. It's better to allow yourself to get bit before you rip them off and put them on the hook. Huh? Like what? Huh? uh, I'm so glad that we're getting out of the era of things that don't make sense. Like and feelings and shit because look, you see the worm is going on a hook. You're putting him on a hook. You're hooking it through his body onto a hook to throw him into the water so a fish can bite and devour him so you can catch the fish. Are we really concerned about what's going to happen to the worm? No, ma. I just got everything set up. I just got everything set up. I didn't go to Glen Island. I went to Hudson Park. So right now I'm at Hudson Park. I just finished talking to Mr. Larry, and I had a long conversation with him for about good 30 minutes before I got started up. So I'm just getting the reels into the water. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I just well, that's the good thing. That's the good thing. But as you can tell from all the sweat on my head, yeah, that well, two things with that. Hold on one second. Two things with that. One, that's another one of the I guess the pros with being at Hudson Park. Even though it's busy, because it's a whole parking lot. Even though it's busy, it's not as breezy over here as it would be over at Glen Island when I'm out on the water on the rocks. So I'm out on the water. I got water to the left of me, right of me, front and center. So the wind is just paralleling all the time. Whereas over here, it's a little bit different. Um, and then also today wasn't as breezy, and we still got like one or two more warm days before we get hit with the normal New York weather we're supposed to be having, you know. Tell them next time. Next time, you know. I left him. And see, another good thing for those, especially the people that's been here before the Hudson Park. Here, let me see if I can show y'all. Let me see if I can show you what I'm talking about. If you look here, you can see it's a whole parking lot behind you. You see, I'm parked right here, and the water, like the bumper of the car is right here, and the water is right here. So that's another one of the conveniences of coming here to Hudson Park. You pretty much back your car, you back your car right to the water, and I can literally use my car as the seat. The trunk is the seat, and I can sit right here while I'm fishing. So that's one of the convenience. But another, like I said, that's one of the pros. But one of the cons is that it does get very busy over here. Oh, hey, I did, and I don't know if you saw that on the last stream when I was out on the water. I definitely gave you credit and gave you a shout out because I was testing it, like listening to it from the phone, and it was a little breezy, right? And you're right, you could hear it. It totally like dropped that, like I'd say like 70% at least. So yeah, that worked like a charm. Hey, fishing fun. Hey, look, I even keep one on deck now. I bought a whole pack. I even keep one on deck. It's just that today, because it's not as breezy, I didn't have to use it. But ever since you recommended it to me, I definitely keep one on deck. And another thing too, from where we're starting at right now to when it really starts to pick up, I'm expecting it's going to be slow for another, I'd say 30 minutes, because I got out here maybe about, I'd say an hour or 2 hours before high tide starts to kick in. So right now we're at the lowest point of low tide. If I showed you guys what it looked like at the other spot, the one I normally go to, you could literally walk out onto the water. The water was so low and so far out. Like literally, parts that you would be like submerged, you could literally go down there and walk out onto the water in order to have to cast to get out. So that's another reason why I just say, you know what, we'll come over here today, instead of being over there, because that low tide was so low and so far out, And you never know. It might pick up here a little bit because we're still I'd say a good 30 minutes, 45 minutes before the water starts to come in and it starts to pick up. Oh, hey, another good idea. I didn't even think about that. You're right. Put a small slit in the back, then I could run the charger through here. You know, hey, shout out to you for that. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Uno momento. All right, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, yeah. You know, the first time I did it, I kind of like smushed it into the holder, so it kind of kept it in place pretty good. Now with this one on the tripod stand that I have it set up on now, I'll probably have to do that. So far, so good though. It's been on there pretty tight, like it's on there now, and it's worked good. But hey, listen, I take all tips, whatever can work, especially all the ones that work on the cheap. Great, you know, because right now as we growing, we still in the process of struggle streaming. So until things start picking up, and I can have a whole fishing camera crew out here, like a whole staff. We got to do what we got to do, So again, shout out to you for that tip. That worked well. And again, I really like this is really mostly a bait dump because again, bait the bait is so expensive now that I really don't like wasting bait. Like I really got a thing about that. It hurts me to my soul when you spend all this money on bait and then you look and all your shit then rotted out and smushed out and you gotta throw it all away. That to me that's just like taking some pocket full of money and just throwing it in the trash. So I'd rather come out here, do a good bait dump, just use up all of it, much as I can in the time period I have, than waste it. And you never know. As the water starts to rise, fish are gonna come in a little bit more, and you never know. We might get a little action on one or the other. So I got the bunker on this one for the big boys. I got the sandworm on that one to just see if there's any spots or any porgies that's gonna be passing through. Usually because they run in schools, if I hit the right spot where they're at, we'll probably just bang out a bunch of them. Yeah, see? See? It's something tugging at that. And another thing, guys, in my conversation that I had earlier before we got set up, or before I got set up, right? Uh, I got some tips from the guys, and they said that since I've been gone, because I haven't been here in a couple of months, like at least like 2 months, maybe a little more, but that the fish police have been really monitoring this place heavily, apparently. So they've been across the water on that rock bed with binoculars, surveilling guys over here and what they're catching. Or they've been in the park behind me, sitting on the bench or on the stool with a setup up there in the park, because you can oversee the whole park from up there. And they're sitting there with binoculars, surveilling all the fishermen. Like this should feel like some police state shit. You know, that shit's crazy to me. But I mean, hey, everybody got a job to do. I don't knock it. Salute to all my veterans out there. Salute to law enforcement. We fuck with y'all. Thank you all for your service. And again, I always like to fish a perimeter. Boom, 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 boom. Because, in fishing the perimeter, I can see if I can hit a spot where might be a nice little school of them sitting at, and then once I got that spot targeted, I can just keep hitting that spot. But now, because we're under police state watch, gotta be real careful, because now I have to go and get the updated limit paper, because some of the limits that I thought, they've been reduced, some of them to half. So like with the snappers, for example, the baby blues, the little snappers, the old limit said you can keep up to 6. Now I've been told that limit is only 3. They're only like this big. So yeah, it's really rough out here in these fishing streets. Really, really rough. Especially if it's to the point where you don't know where they're at, right? So there's another park over here across the water. You have to actually go out the park, drive down a couple of blocks, come back in, and come out on that side. But if they're sitting over there with binoculars watching you, you don't know. If they're sitting over there, on the boat over there, at the house over there, you know. So it adds like a level of uncomfortability to fishing. Not saying you're fishing and you're doing anything wrong. It's not like you coming out here with the intent to, ooh, I'm gonna catch all the little ones under regulation I can, and keep them. It's not like you're doing that. But damn, like to just feel like you under surveillance fishing is it's kind of weird. Did I? Nope, I didn't, but I thought I did. Oh, you know what? Now that I think about it, let me take these out of my pocket because that would have sucked. The last thing I need is to be casting and look down and my damn keys fall out my pocket into the damn ocean. I would have just jumped in the water and just said, fuck it. I would have just, don't even come get me, yo. I would have just jumped in the water and goodbye, crew world, and blah, 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 and just said, fuck it. And hey, look, as always, guys, because I'm looking at the likes on the back end, and hey, as always, thank you guys. You know, I really appreciate it. Thank you all for coming through. Uh, Even if you're not staying, like I always tell you, even if you're just passing through and you're not staying, just leave a like on the way out the door. It's always appreciated. I'm feeling I'm in the algorithm because I did something I checked yesterday, and to my surprise, YouTube has started to push these fishing videos into the fishing algorithm. So hey, shout out to y'all for that. You know, we're in the algorithm, it's keeping us up there. I think too, I made some tweaks and some changes on when I'm done with the finished upload and letting the water be seen on the oh, what's the word? Damn it! Oh my God! Why? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I can't get the word screenshot out of my head, but it's not the screenshot. It's the fuck. Oh my God! Where's my brain at? Where's my brain right now? Thumbnail. Thumbnail. That's the word I was looking for. The thumbnail. So, because I started doing some tweaks to the thumbnail, I think that added with us being in the algorithm. I think that really added to it where the YouTube algorithm is recognizing the water in the thumbnail pictures in the background. Because when I was using the old thumbnail, I had the cover thumbnail, which I made it, I did all the graphics and shit for it. So I was all excited. I did the graphics. It wasn't picking up the same steam in the algorithm as it is now with me just leaving the water thumbnail in the background where the YouTube computer could see the water, see the fish on screen, so I think that's adding to being in the algorithm. But hey, look, we're in the algorithm. The likes help, the subs help, and I can't thank you guys enough for it. Yeah, so judging by the conversation that's happening behind me, I think I'm right when I'm saying that today might be our last day in the 70s for quite some time. If not, it might be a wrap after today, where the weather might not go over the 60s or the 50s, which in November in New York, this Indian summer we've had for the last couple of weeks is highly abnormal and unusual. Normally, we should be in cold weather. We should all be out here in jackets, bundled up, freezing right now, not having a 70-degree day in November. So that's really the weather going back to normal. But I will still do my best to come out even when it gets cold because the fishing is going to change a little bit. And the type of fish we'll be going for is going to change a little bit. So listen, until I got icicles hanging off my nose and shit, I'm going to try my best to keep coming out here for you guys. And, myself, because I love fishing. I love doing this shit, you know. But I do expect the temperature to start changing. It's supposed to start either tomorrow or Wednesday, and then from there it's just gonna be back to normal. Boom, 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 50s, 40s. I think they said next week we might even have some frost, where it's gonna be like cold, cold, you know. But hey, like I said, I will do the best I can to keep providing this fishing content as long as we can do it. I don't want it to be a point where once the winter kicks in and it's freezing and cold, you guys gotta wait till next year or wait till the weather changes, you know. And even though I normally call off my fishing season, shit, really around this time in the December, um, because of what we're doing now and because of this, and you guys who are regular, regular guys that come in on the fishing streams, I'm gonna stretch it out as long as I can, even winter fishing. If I gotta bundle up a little bit, talk to Mr. Larry and see what type of bait or what type of changes I gotta make for winter fishing, I'm going to do that because we're gonna keep this shit going. All right, guys. Another thing is just looking down and checking the difference of how it's looking now compared to how it looked when I first got here. all of the rocks down below that you could see that were uncovered and out, they're now all covered by water. So that tide is coming in quick because now all of the rocks, pretty much all the rocks are underwater. But if you guys can see over there, you can measure it by that dark line over there. You know, because of that dark line over there, that's the water levels. So as the water levels rise, you'll see it cover that dark line over there. You'll see that dark line start to disappear, and you'll see the water covering it. So right now, you know, it's a little under the line, but it's coming in. It's starting to come in. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. Just wanted to do a quick line check to make sure, you know. Plus, I'm waiting to see the trajectory of the water flow. So I'm keeping my lines going this way or straight ahead. So if the water flow or the undercurrent is going that way, it doesn't blow me down there into everybody else's line. That's why I wanted to keep it a little separate, you know, and keep some space between us. But so far it looked like the top current is weird because it's actually looked like it's fighting itself the way it's moving around out there. So it's not moving east west right now, but then you can't tell with the undercurrent. Sometimes the undercurrent will be moving in a certain direction. Now see over here on this side, all the current of the water is moving outward this way. Then on this side here, it's meeting in the middle and it's almost like they're fighting. Then on this side here, going this way. So ocean's a little confused right now. Uh-oh. let him take it. Should have let him take it unless it was a crab, because it could have been a crab. Let me move over a little bit, just a little bit for y'all. Let me make sure I can see both of these. All right. Yeah, I want to make sure I can see both of these in the background, just in case when I'm talking to y'all. I want to be able to see if that reel is jingling in the background when I'm talking to y'all. 'Cause I don't want to have my back turned talking to y'all, and then I'm getting a hit and I don't see it. Hold on 1 second, y'all. 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Let me just throw this out there. Fuck it. Let's see who's who. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. I had to get that out real quick. And again, like I said, y'all, thank you guys, each and every one of y'all, for coming through. The tide is starting to pick up. So even if over here you're hearing some of those bells jingling, jingle, 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 that's because they're starting to get hits now. So every time you hear one of those bells jingling, that means there's something that's hitting their line. So we're definitely getting a little pickup now that the tide is coming in. You know. Now just if we get a little pickup on my lines, that would be great. All right, let's double check. Let's double check everything. As you can see, those little nibble hits that we was getting, those little nibble hits was accurate because something took off everything from here. Didn't take much from the top line, but it definitely was something pulling at that bottom line. So while I get the next piece of sandworm ready, I'm gonna cast this one back out so it's already out there, and we're gonna chop up some sandworm. Maybe put a piece of crab on there. See if we have some action on the crab. All right, yeah. So let's see what we got in the bait box. We still got some sandworm left over, right? They're still alive. They ain't doing all that great, but they're still alive enough to bite me. So still got some sandworm left over. And I think I got 2 crabs. I don't know if they're alive. You know what? Let's see if they're alive. Where the fuck are they? Yo, what's the chances that they're still alive? They might be. You know I'm gonna double check before I stick my hand in here to see if these crabs are still alive. I ain't fucking around. You won't get me, buddy. All right, so yeah, there go one right there. As you can see, this is the bait that they're using for blackfish, which is the small green crab. Now I had someone else tell me they got another one that they're using called the Asian crab. I don't know how much it varies from the green crab. Now see, look, if he was still alive, look, he'd have been able to get my damn finger. You see that bullshit? So yeah, again, for all my people coming in, because I see some people coming in, thank you all for coming through. Even if you're just passing through and you're not staying long, but you're just passing through, hit the like button on your way out the door. You know, that always helps the channel, keeps me in the algorithm, and it definitely is a great appreciation that on your way out the door as you're passing through, just hit the like button and sub to the channel. We're doing a lot of shit over here, so sub to the channel. Hopefully you'll come back and visit us again. Shout out to my people. Okay, my mom jumped in. Shout out to them. Shout out to Fun Fishing Adventures. Definitely. Shout out to our fishing moderator, E. You know, even though he hasn't been in for a minute, but I know he's around and he always at least jumps in and gives a like to the channel because he's working all the time, but he's our main fishing moderator, the only fishing moderator we have for the fishing stream. Uh, Shout out to my Yu-Gi-Oh crew. Shout out to you guys because I know some of you guys jump in, give a like, you know, and then y'all will wait till later when we on Yu-Gi-Oh. Shout out to my Warframe crew, Ringo, Skylar for the Yu-Gi-Oh crew, Chaos, Big C, you know, Jigga Man, Jigga Man. Shout out to Jigga Man, you know. I'm waiting for him to get on Yu-Gi-Oh so I could bust his ass, yo. Jigga, get on Yu-Gi-Oh so we can bust that ass, brethren. I can't wait till you get on, because we getting back the whole crew, the whole Yugi Mafia crew. We bringing the crew back together so we can bust everybody ass like we used to do back in the days for old time's sake, you know. Super King, shout out to Super King. Shout out to Chaos, you know. KOJ, we've been missing you, man. Come on back in, man. Fuck them for with that bullshit. Come on back through, KOJ. But definitely shout out to you, you know. Oh, Queen. Can't forget you, Queen. And not my daughter Queen, that's the other Queen, but Queen from Warframe, from my Warframe side of things. She another hard worker that's always working, but when she ain't working, she in the Warframe cooking up all these incredible builds that she make. Like if you ever playing Warframe and you need somebody to help you build your frame to like insane power level, holla at Queen. If you're ever on Yu-Gi-Oh and you need somebody to help you with your deck to get your deck right because you're getting your ass busted, holla at Chaos. He got you. He knows what's shit. If you're fishing and you need fishing tips, holla at E and holler at Fun Fishing Adventures. They know their shit. Go to the channels and subscribe to everybody I named, but also subscribe to me. But yeah, but definitely like my brothers I know, like my people, you know, as well, you know. Oh, let me tell. Yes, sir. Just shouted you out, Jigga Man. Hold on. As you see, y'all, the sun's getting low and it's going down a little bit. So let me bring y'all up here. Getting a little set, but I do have my light with me. So if I decide to stay out here a little longer when it starts getting a little darker, because of where I'm at Hudson Park, I got enough space to set up the whole light kit. Oh yeah, people. Oh wait, who's? Hey, listen. Hey, listen. Let me tell you something about here. I fuck with the trolls. So go on, do what you do, trolls. But make sure, listen. Hey, look, MP, MP. Let me say this directly to you. I don't mind the trolling. I'm cool with the trolling. I am a troll and I fucks with the trolls. But you make sure your punk ass sub and like the damn channel, all right? And sub to the channel so you could come back and when it's time for you to troll on my show, come in and do what you do. You all are welcome on this side of town. You feel me? So yes, do what you do. Do it in the chat. I'm cool with it, baby. But when you look on and you see the show, you see Carter Hates Everything, the title, that's your space to go bananas. So make sure you sub, hit the goddamn notification, sub to the channel. And when you see that Carter Hates Everything notification, when we doing the show, please, you're more than welcome to be my guest to go nuclear in the chat. Go fucking nuts in the chat. You're more than welcome. But make sure you sub and leave a like, god damn it. Trust me, I know how the troll game works. I'm all for it. I'm all for the troll game. So thank you for coming through, MP. Oh, Mr. Live. Marcia to tell you what's up. Yeah, yeah. I would definitely. She just jumped in on YouTube and definitely will tell you what's up. Yeah. And she asked about this the other day, like a couple days ago, she asked me to have seen you. Yeah, yeah, definitely. All right. Let me definitely look. Hey, Marv, you still in there? Mr. Larry said to tell you hello. He's good. He's well. He's a veteran. So salute to all our veterans. Thank you all for your service. We really appreciate it. We wouldn't be able to be out here fishing if it wasn't for you guys. Yo, MP. Yo, MP, listen, I mean that, MP. Listen, I really mean that. I'm cool with the trolling, but I definitely give my trolls a space to come in and go nuts. So trust me, when I'm on the show, when you see me sitting in front of the microphone and we getting busy, you are more than welcome to come on through and go crazy in the chat. I'll even make sure you protected so nobody try to bump or ban you when you're in the chat. You feel me? That's how much I mean that. So thank you for the like and thank you for the sub, MP. Welcome to the family. Cause I had a good meeting last night with one of my people in Florida, and he's been getting in my ass all weekend about why I don't have the show going. I'm already a month late with the show, so that's my bag, y'all. I apologize, you know. But one thing I noticed is that the four most recent episodes I did with the actual Carter Hates Everything show, those has been my highest numbers. On those have been my highest numbers, highest stream numbers, highest stream hours. Those have been the big numbers. So it's almost like you guys, the public, is telling me as well, what the fuck am I doing? Get your ass on that camera and get busy. Because those last four political coverage streams that I did, which I did the presidential debate, I did the vice president debate, I covered when Trump came to Madison Square Garden, we covered that, and we covered the election. I did a 9-hour stream covering the election from beginning to end. But those four have been like some of my largest numbers. So yeah, like my boy was telling me last night, man, what the hell? What are you doing? Get your ass in front of that camera. Almost felt like he was pimping me and shit. But yeah, we on it. We on it. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can do this.
Luck out here, you luck?
Nah, not yet, bro. Not yet.
I caught about 6 off that side.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, there we go. We got everything rocking and rolling. My bag, y'all. Had to take a quick moment. My bag. Appreciate each and every one of y'all as always. Let me check the water to just see what the tide is looking like. All right. That water is definitely rising and it's rising quick. So keep your eye. Oh, there we go. Keep your eye on that platform out there. I don't know if y'all can see. Yeah, the platform right there. Look beneath there, you're gonna see a water line. As the water is rising, you're gonna see it get higher and higher to that water line. That'll let you know how much and how fast the tide is rising. Now, when I checked it, it said that the tide was gonna go up, I think 4.6 feet when it's at its max, which is pretty good. You know, it's not as high as some of those other days you saw where it was like 5 feet or 5.9 feet. You know, but 4 feet, 4 feet higher is pretty decent. All right, we're gonna let that settle. Yo, see, you hear all them bells going off. That means it's time for me to start getting busy. What are we doing over here, yo? So while I got that one out, we'll go ahead and get another one of these good old sandworms ready. We'll try not to get bit.
Up to the task.
Yeah. And like I said, yo, this is definitely a bait dump. So the main goal is use up as much as bait to get rid of it. Use up as much as possible. All right, y'all. We got to get on board, y'all. We definitely got to get on board. You know, I'm starting to see now that the tide is starting to come in and the water's getting higher. I'm seeing a lot of those. Hey, no problem, man. No problem. No problem at all. Hey, like I told you, man. Look, since I've been injured and since I've been hurt and I've been fucking out of the loop with the workforce, I've been, like I said, like I told you last time, I've been hurt since February, so I've been out of it. So I actually miss, going to work, being able to fucking go to work, So for all my working guys, listen, I understand. As much as it sucked to say I miss being at work or just doing work, kind of sucks when you're a hard working workaholic like myself, and then you're taken out of commission. Oh shoot. Hold on 1 second, y'all. We got a snag. We got a snag. Let me see if I can cast it out and maybe cast past it. All right, we got it out. We got it out, y'all. We got it out. Yeah, it's definitely time for us to get on board though, because I'm hearing all these bells go off and everybody's over here getting shit. I mean, nobody's brought anything in yet, but they're starting to get hits. And it's funny because it's like as soon as the tide came in and the water level started to rise, you start hearing people's bells going off. You know, so it is picking up a little bit as the water levels are rising. So I guess maybe that means that sometimes when they say the fish come in with the tide, sometimes that might be true. And I still got two pieces of crab. I'm gonna switch it up in a minute. I still want to give the sandworms a chance just to see if there's anything out there that's going after the sandworms. Because everybody to my right over here, this whole group of people, it's a whole bunch of them over there. They're all using crab. Right? They're all using crabs because they're all going for blackfish. But I want to give it a little more time with the sandworms. Plus, like I said, this is a bait dump, so I want to use up all these sandworms. My goal is I'm not trying to take none of this shit home with me, you know. And we still got, hold on, seaweed, yo. We still got a half of one, which he could be next. He still got teeth. He's willing to bite. We still got another whole one. Okay. We got another little one. He got teeth. He can bite. We got a whole one. So yeah, really, we got like three. We got like three left. And remember, because they're so big, we cut them into pieces. So three sandworms is probably gonna be like 9 or 10 pieces. So I want to use that up. Shit, if I had another reel ready to go, I would just rig that reel up and use that one as well. You know, like I'd run a reel that I could use for maybe for snapper. But the only problem is even with the snappers, you can only keep 3 now, which absolutely fucking sucks. Because they're small. Shit, it take 3 to make a sandwich. Something. Let me see something. Maybe, just maybe, I got enough time to rig this one up. Yeah, because I need one that I could use to go topside. You know, something light that I could use to coast along the top. Just see what's biting along the top. Maybe you can put a piece of sparring on there and let it just float along the top. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Yeah, maybe if I could do a quick little rig jig, I could put this one together. Maybe let this one be the one that floats across the top. See what's biting along the top. Because unlike what I usually go for and what everybody else is going for, those are the lower level fish, you know, biting from the bottom to the middle. But when you're going for like snappers and those little things, they bite along the top. Hold on 1 second. Give me a minute, y'all. One second. I'm just trying to do this quick and get a jerry rig going on. All right. There we go. There we go. We was able to get that done quick. And for all my good people out there, y'all know oh wow. Is it looking dark, bro? Now isn't that crazy? Normally when I'm at Glen Island and I'm facing against the sun and it's looking dark, it'll be dark behind y'all, but the screen here will be lit up like it's light. Whereas now it's light behind me and I'm looking at the screen and it looks like it's so dark. That's crazy. But I got my light with me tonight. And always, y'all know the deal. Once the sun starts getting low, it's time to put on the nighttime shades. Take off the daytime shades, put on the nighttime shades. So yeah. And I was able to run a quick rig for this light rail. I'm gonna see if I can fish some things along the top, see if there's any action going on along the top. We're gonna use the light pole. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, we're gonna leave that right there and let that marinate. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find a bobber or something that I can use to float along the top. If I can get to it, because all my shit is buried. So I'm gonna try to get to it because, again, all my shit is buried. All right. Whew. That was work. That was definitely work. But you know, sometimes, contrary to what some people out here believe, sometimes it's cool to just rig something, throw it out there, let it just free float along the top and see what hits. You know, just to have a little change of pace. All right, that's far enough down. Yeah, I think that's far enough down, so you can see it on the length that I gave it. Plus, with this being a bait dump, and the whole goal is to just use up as much of this bait as possible, because I really don't want to take none of this shit home. So this is gonna be a good way for me to just start using up all this bait as much as possible. You know. So even on this one that I'm gonna let free float, make sure I'm gonna put a piece of sparring on there. So we're gonna put a piece of sparring on with the bobber. Yeah, that's how I know this sparring is finished because it's barely staying on the hook. Then we'll cast out. I'm gonna just let it free float. Yeah, see the thing when I'm letting it free flow like that, it's not even going out far. Not even going out far, just coasting along the bank. Just see what might be passing through along the bank. And also with this, we got 3 forms of bait on. So now we got 3 different angles to see and test to see what's out here, what's biting. So we got the sandworm here, we got the bunker for the bigger ones here, going that way. And then I got the sparring on this one, just free floating along the bank. So it's a good way to gauge to see like what they're going after. And then the thing is, remember I told you guys, everybody over here on this side, they're all using the same bait. They're all using the green crab that I showed y'all earlier. So we know they're not biting the crab yet. I mean, even though they got a couple of bites, but nobody brought anything in. So we know like whenever we see them starting to snag them in on the crab, I'll switch to the crab. You know. But yeah, just a way to gauge, to see what's going on. Also, I wanted to make sure I cast that one out far enough where I could see the motherfucker from here. Because I don't want it to be too far in and I can't see if something hits it. Oh, that's what it is. Okay. I see. I see. It's the light. It's the light filter. Yep. Oh yeah. Thank you. Fun fishing adventures. Thank you, man. Thank you. Definitely. Make sure you guys go. Fun Fishing Adventures is in the chat. Make sure you go to Fun Fishing Adventures and also send a sub and send some love their way also. You know, it's a good supporter of the channel. And I looked at some of their content over there. They're doing real good over there on that side. So definitely make sure you guys send some subs over there that way. You know, also what's funny is we got to see who's gonna be the one out here to be the first one to catch something. Because so far, what we've been set up almost 2 hours. Well, at the hour and 30 minute mark, and nobody has been able to bring nothing in. Now we earlier we had that guy that walked past, and he said, "Oh, I caught 6 of them over there." On that side where those guys were at over there. But that's known that where they're at over there, if you can see it, you look past the pole, you're gonna see some people over there. That's a well-known hot spot for blackfish. Like if you blackfish going for blackfish out here, everybody knows you go over to the pier. They're in abundance over there. But we still didn't see the 6 fish. We didn't see them motherfuckers. But he said he caught 6, which is kind of crazy because you don't know who's who out here. So for you to say that when the regulation of what you're supposed to keep is only 2, he could have got himself in trouble if he said that around the wrong people, you know. But we ain't see him, so it don't count unless I see him. But as far as on this side, you know, we gotta see who's gonna be the first person to bring in something. 'Cause ain't nobody, you know, everybody got a couple of bites, but nobody really brought in nothing. Usually it's your boy. You know, usually we do it first over here, but we're gonna see. Because the tide is still coming up. It's 4:23. Tide came in at 3:30, 3:40. So we're really not even an hour into the water, the tide rising. I saw that. I saw that. I saw that. Oh, I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be goddamn. That's why you gotta pay attention. Look at that. Look at that. And the thing is, I just noticed something jump right where I just cast this one, and it got off. Hey, Fishing Adventures, I believe you. I believe you. You're a professional. I believe you'd have definitely caught something. You'd have caught all the fish by now. I definitely believe you. I saw it jump right there. Whatever it was, oh shit. I'm on scared, but y'all can hear me, damn it. Yeah, whatever it was, the jump was right there. Right where I just cast that. So, and as you see, whatever it was with the sparing. Yeah, you know, we try to keep it in the regulation. But Fishing Adventures, you know how those fishermen stories go, you know, when nobody's catching none and then you got a guy come over, yeah, I'm catching, I just caught like 10, 15 fish, but we ain't see him. But he came over, he said he caught 6 blackfish. You know, he said he caught 6 over there. I need to see him. And like I said, the regulation is 2. And remember what I was telling you earlier, we don't know where they at right now. Now that I got the word that, you know, they might be over there with binoculars. Think about that. Think about that. They could be sitting over there right now with binoculars, watching him on the pier, pulling in the damn 6 fish. and wait for him to leave, wait for him to get packed up, and then next thing you know, you got the police SWAT team, the fishing police SWAT team run down on you. Could you believe that? Yo, could you imagine that shit? You know, you go in, you get processed, fingerprints, all that shit, and then you sit in there, somebody in there, yo, what you in here for? Oh, robbery. Oh, what you in here for? Assault. Oh, what you in here for? Oh, I caught 6 blackfish. Yeah, yeah, bro. That ain't gonna work out well. You gonna have a rough night that night. You gonna have a real rough night. I hope these can work, cause you gonna have a real rough night that night. Don't worry, fish. I would walk you through, cause I know you're a freshwater guy. I know you're a freshwater fishing guy. So we walk you through the ropes on how to switch it over from freshwater to saltwater and what you'd have to use. But remember, I told you, before that, unlike freshwater, faster pace, this saltwater shit is like a waiting game. That's why most people that come saltwater fishing, they come with their chair, they come with a cooler, they come with some beers, a couple of friends, and you just sit out and kick it and talk. Because most of the time, saltwater fishing is really a waiting game, especially fishing from the shore. Like when you're on the boat, it's different because they got the fish finders. They go right over the school. As soon as you drop in, it's just like boom, 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 boom. You catch it. But when you fish in saltwater from the shore, unless it's one of those days like y'all seen me do before, where it's a hot day where it's just like, you know, normally it's a waiting game. It's a waiting game. If I was thinking, I'd have brought some Coronas and shit myself. It just sat out here with some Coronas. But one thing about where we're at here, Hudson Park, you got to be a little careful too, because now we know we got the goddamn fish police having us under surveillance. But then you got New Rochelle police that ride around and they're looking for outside drinking, smoking. They looking for certain things. So sometimes that could be a headache. Anytime I'm at Hudson Park, and I got a beer, I'll keep it right next to me in the trunk, wrapped up or something, because you know who needs them headaches. The whole goal is to go fishing and go home and be able to go home. Not go home with a ticket, not go home with a desk appearance. You know what I'm saying? Not go home at all. Hold on one second. Let me check this one. And this one. I mean, how you doing?
Fighting today?
Nothing really. Guys got a couple of bites over there, but just some bites. Nothing really in. Really
They've
get
gone home
nothing.
for the winter.
Yeah, good point. Good point.
I used to have some tropical fish called the wrasse, W-R-A-S-S-E. It lived in the gravel.
Oh wow.
It would dive down, go right into the river and get into the gravel and be totally covered with gravel.
Uh huh.
So maybe these guys do the same kind of thing. They dive down and get totally covered in mud and
Yeah.
hibernate.
Yeah, hibernate, and that's it for the winter. Or they're smart. Maybe they went south and they just said we need some warmer water. We're going on vacation. We're done with New York. We're going on vacation. You know,
I hear you.
'cause
All right, have a good day.
all right, take care. Yeah, my money is still on. We gonna get the first fish out here before anybody else. My gut feeling is saying that it's gonna be us. I mean, listen, right now, y'all, I'd even take a sea robin right now. Like I'd even take a sea robin, because at least if I get a sea robin in and it's a nice size one, at least we on board. When we check it off, we on board. Whereas right now, nobody on board. So hey, at least we on board. You get what I'm saying? So at least we can say we were the ones to bring in something first. Listen, y'all, make no mistake. They recently, a couple of years back, took sea robins off of the trash fish list. Those trash fish list was fish that they would say you can't eat and all of that. So like maybe about 5 years ago, they took them off the trash fish list because they were so overly abundant in the water. They were destroying everything. I mean, they whatever hit the water. It didn't matter if it was bait, bunker, shrimp, clam, crab, whatever, worm. They were tearing everything up. They like the catfish of the sea. So they took them off the trash fish list because they wanted people to start catching them, and taking them out the water. Now I had already been catching them for years. Cooked them up too. They're actually really good. They're really good. The worst part about sea robins is cleaning them, because you talk about stink up the place. Shit. Uh-oh. Oh, false alarm, y'all. Telling you, it's gonna be us. Let me do a quick battery check too. We good over here. How we looking over here? All right, we good. We still good. Cause I don't want what happened the other day to happen where both both the batteries died and shit and it was over. You know, at least with this one I was able to cut the stream off before everything died out. But we're good so far. And because it's starting to get a little dark and I can see on screen it's getting a little dark, I do have the light kit. And if I have to set it up for a little bit, I'll set up the light kit. But to answer your question, because this is one of the reasons why when I first started the streams, we were doing them from here, and it just got so dead here where nothing was happening. It was just completely no action at all, nothing like. So that's why we went over to the other spot where you see me at now, because the fishing over there is much better than it is here. Like I said, it's been like 2 months at least since I've been back over here. You see why? It's like it's completely dead. And you know, earlier in the summer when we were out here, y'all seen me bang them out back to back. You know, as soon as it hit the water, especially in the same spot I'm in right now. As soon as it hit the water, boom, reeling them in back to back, leaving here with bags of fish. And then just like that, shit died out. And remember, y'all, everybody over here to the right of me, they're using those crabs that I showed you on screen. That's the one reason why I haven't even started chopping up the crabs to put them on, because they're not catching shit with the crabs. So am I gonna, I'd rather just do something a little different. uh yeah, so you know the fish that he was talking about, that wrasse fish he was talking about. You've heard of those? Because I never heard of those fish. He said it's called a wrasse fish, and it burrows itself in the ground. He said that's what they do. They dig for snails in the ground. See, that's what I'm saying. Fishing adventures. You know your shit. That's what I'm saying. I never heard of that fish before, but of course you have. Skylar, this is the fishing stream, Skylar. The Yu-Gi-Oh, that stream will be later when I get in. Later when I get in. I got you. But definitely thanks for coming through, Skylar. Don't mind Skylar, y'all. Skylar's from the other side with the Yu-Gi-Oh stream. Cause I tell you, I got my Yu-Gi-Oh crew, I got my Warframe crew, then I got you guys, the live fishing stream crew, and then I got my show. I got that crew. So, sometimes every now and then we all intersect with each other because they'll see me on and they're coming to see what I'm doing. Oh, you wanna try your new deck? Don't worry, you gonna get what you asking for later, Scholar. Because once I'm in, and I'll do the Yu-Gi-Oh stream tonight. But remember what I told you yesterday. Be ready. That's all. Be ready. Because you're playing with the big boys now, and all of those passes we gave you before, those are done. So just be ready, be ready. Because there's not gonna be any, hey, wait, let me do this. Hey, don't attack. Yo, wait, give me one more turn. No, no, no. You said you got 20,000 wins. I want to see it. There's only one way to see it. You're going to have to beat me. That's what Bret Hart, for all the WWF fans before it was WWE. Bret Hart, one of the greatest of all time, Hall of Famer. How you doing, baby? Greatest of all time, Hall of Famer, Bret Hart. He used to say that all the time. In order to be the best, you got to beat the best. The Hart Foundation. Bret Hart, Niall the Anvil Hart, and their little brother who RP passed away, Owen Hart. That was the Hart Foundation. And Jimmy was the manager. Jimmy Hart was the manager. Yeah, I gotta look that up. I gotta look that up later. That type of fish. I've never caught nor seen that type of fish, so I don't know. That was my first time ever hearing about it. That might have been a crab. Sometimes the little small crabs, they'll get it, nibble it out, and they'll be walking along with it. And sometimes it'll look like a yank, like you're getting a hit. So that might have been a crab. But if you move it just a little bit out of their hands, you can tell if it's a crab or not. Oh, really? Really? Yeah, Skylar, I looked that up. That's the new pack. Like I told you the other day, I needed to run all the downloads because there was a bunch of new stuff that came out. So I had to run all the downloads for them. So I downloaded all of the new stuff last night. So I saw the new. I didn't get to look at the packs, but I saw the screen for the new packs. So I know the new packs is out. All right, so we're down to a few worms left. I'm gonna go ahead and bait it back up. And see, here's the thing, fishing adventures. Here's the thing. Before you came to the channel, right? There was a couple of times that I was out here doing the stream, and there's been a couple of times where I've even caught sharks. A couple of sharks out here. Honestly, I would even take one of those right now, just to be on board. Oh, no, you don't, you little fucker. Oh, you shit. You little fucker. Tried to bite me. Oh. All right. I was gonna do this. Yeah, it's getting serious, y'all. It's really starting to get serious, man. Ain't nothing happening. No action at all. And this is one of the reasons why I stopped coming to Hudson Park. Because No fishing action over here. Skylar, is that the room code, or are you trying to say that's how many wins you have? Oh man, let's hey fishing adventures. Before you had came to the channel, when I was originally fishing out here during the summer, I might have caught about 4 or 5 sharks live on cam. Maybe about, I think the largest one was maybe about that big. I mean, they're a great catch, good fight. You know, I would definitely take one right now. All right, 1 second, fishing adventures. Let me ask Skylar a question. Skylar, are you saying that that's the room code for the room that you're in now, playing? Or are you trying to tell me you have 80,000 wins? Let me be clear on this. I really want to be. I wish Chaos was here. Oh God, Chaos, where you at, man? Chaos, where are you? Jump in this shit. Are you saying you got 80,000 wins? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Uh-oh. Finally. Oh, he got on board first. All right, y'all. Even though I said I was going to be the first one on board, we didn't get on board first. Of course, the great and wise fish whisperer, Mr. Larry, got on board first. I ain't mad at it, because if anybody, him, but I want to show y'all. God damn it. They're slippery. They're slippery. But here you go, guys. This is what everybody's going for. This is what it's all about right now. Hold on. This is the blackfish. If y'all can see that. And they got teeth. They got big ass baby teeth. So you gotta be careful. But yeah, only problem is he's undersized. So he has to go back. But I asked Mr. Larry, could I get him so I could show him to y'all. But this is what the blackfish look like. This is what everybody's going for. They usually bite crabs. And he hung him in the gill right here. He caught him in the gill. He didn't even catch him in the mouth. He hung him in the gill. So there you go, guys. No, not all of them. Not all of them. Some of them don't have, and their teeth vary, right? But the thing is, with the blackfish, the bigger they get, just Google it. Just Google blackfish teeth. The bigger they get, the more human-like the teeth start to look, and they look like baby teeth. Like they literally look like our teeth, cartilage, baby teeth. So Google blackfish teeth. You're gonna find a whole bunch of pictures of people that open up the mouth. It's actually kind of terrifying the way their mouths look. So their teeth is unique, you know. But Not all of the saltwater fish have teeth like that, or teeth at all. You know, because even those sharks, the sharks that I caught, um, when you open up their mouths, they don't have teeth, no teeth at all. Um, uh-oh, here we go. Yeah, yeah. When you get a chance, Fishing Adventures, just Google blackfish teeth. You're gonna see one time because everybody will tell you how good they are because they're very good fish. But I showed one of my friends. I showed her. Matter of fact, I was telling her about it, and she Googled the blackfish teeth, and it totally turned her off from wanting to eat one. Yeah. Like she was completely turned off from it just by looking at the mouth and the teeth of them. But okay, Mr. Larry's on board. He's on board. But like I said, he is the Buddhist monk OG of this area right here. So if anybody would have been the first one to get on board, I knew it would be him. Besides us, usually it's us, but I ain't even mad that it's Mr. Larry. Oh, and I don't know if y'all can see that up there. Hold on, let me show you. Wait, how far up is it? How far up is it? There we go. It's almost a full moon. Okay, I got a feeling that I shouldn't have did that. All right. So now the bells are starting to go off over there, y'all. Now all the bells are starting to go off. Now everybody's starting to get hit, so I might have to switch over to the crab. We're gonna put this one to rest for now. We'll keep this for another time. Oh, all right, Scholar. You said that's the room code. Okay. All right, I got you. So that means you in the room. You in the room playing right now. Just let me know too when it starts getting too dark for you guys over here. Then I can set up the light so we'll have some light. I mean, I'm gonna stay out here a little bit longer because I just want to get rid of most of this bait. So I'm gonna stay out here a little longer. Um, But if it starts to get dark while I'm out here before I pack up, I will definitely set up the light. Okay. All right. We on board. What I tell you, yo, we on board. We on board. We on board. Whoa! Are we not on board? Look, behold, we on board, y'all. Woo-hoo-hoo. All right, what we doing?
Oh, that's all. That's we got one of food. You ain't got no teeth? No, that's too small for food. Yeah. That's in season. It's in season. Probably in season? I don't think so. I got my phone right here. That's a flower. Only the second time we ever seen my water. Sweet water caught the other one. This is a flower. Look it up with minimum size 12 inch. If you see me, April 1st through May 30th. To what? April 1st through May 30th. This is cold water fish. Oh. But it's out of season. Oh, it's out of season. The lift is good, but it's out of season. This is cold water. I told him to one as a rookie. Don't grab him by the gill, man.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Look, we got one. It says it's a flounder, 12-inch. He's regulation, but he's out of season, so he has to go back. So we're just gonna throw him back. I just want to give y'all a chance to see him before he goes back. One, Larry. I take it. Yeah, he flapped off. He still had a lot of life in him. So for what it's worth, y'all. Fishing adventures. I hope you got to see that though. I hope you got to see that. That was a nice size flounder. Under most circumstances, if it was in season, I could have kept him because he was regulation. He was 12 inches, so he was large enough to be kept. But they looked it up online, and the season is only April and May, so he's not in season for me to keep. And with everything going on, and as busy as it is, and then with it ain't even worth the headache. But for the record, didn't I tell you we gonna get there? I told you we was gonna get one. So now we on board. All right.
Good catch, actually.
Yes, thank you, man. Thank you. That's why I wanted to make sure everybody saw it, so to let my guys see it.
I caught two fish. Yeah. One is shooting around. One. That was three. Two just go away from the hook. The hook starts running. One was the drop.
All right, so we good. There we go. That's better. So now y'all can see everything once it get dark. So we're good over here. I just wanted to double check to make sure light was good. Boom. So yeah, what y'all just saw, like I was just explaining y'all, what y'all just saw is that caught a nice size flounder, right? It was regulation size, so it was 12 inches because the minimum is 12 inches. So it was definitely 12 inches. So it was keepable. The only problem is that the flounder season is May until April. So right now, technically, we're way out of flounder season. I mean, I don't even know why he bit, but whatever. But we're way out of flounder season, so it wasn't even worth the headache or chance to even try to keep it. As delicious as flounder are, I know, y'all. I know. Plus, we don't know what's going on, and when it's too many people and it's these big groups and everybody's over, "Ooh, what the ball?" And as soon as you hear more than one person say, "Oh, but it's not regulation, it's out of season, you can't keep it." As soon as you hear more than two or three people say that, so yeah, you know what? I know. I agree with you, but that's one of the, when I first started, and I was talking about the pros and cons of fishing at this location. The pros is boom, I'm right next to the car's right next to the water, you set up shop. I'm sitting right here, sitting on the car next to the water. But some of the cons is that it's so busy here and it's always packed, and you got about 50 fishing experts who, you know, make it their business to be the regulation police, if I could say it like that, you know. So when it's like that, especially like I said, if it's more than like two, three people and everybody's coming over and looking and everybody, woo. I mean, they even brought out the tape measure and shit, so because I've had this happen before. Let's just say I said, you know what, it's still a season, I'm gonna keep it. And I walked over here, put it in my bag, put it in my bucket. For the next hour, the whole conversation would have been about, oh yeah, and catching them out of season and all of that. That would have been the conversation for like the next hour. All because of that. So, because I've been through it before, I don't even feel like the headache. I feel like just giving y'all this, finishing out the last bit of my bait. I set up the light kit because it's starting to get dark and I don't want you guys to not be able to see anything. So I set up the light kit. That's another good positive about here. Outside of when I'm on the water, it's much easier for me to set up the equipment here with no problem. Like, see how fast I got it set up. And even breaking it down is not as hard as when I'm at the other location where I gotta take the time to set up everything. Then I gotta, finish earlier, so I gotta take the time to break everything in and then walk all the way across the fucking parking lot to get to the car. This is so much more convenient, but because it's so busy, and I like to fish in privacy, that's the only negative with this. Plus, the other negative is never shit biting. It's nothing biting here. But yeah, fishing adventures. I mean, you could double check it if you wanna do it. If you got enough time or somebody got enough time in the chat to do a check to verify that. But from what I was just told is that the season was May up until the end of April. That's supposed to be the season.
$3,000 will be after taxes. What is hard? What is hard?
You take half of the money. I don't care what you do. I died. There's a jump to North Carolina that happened.
Plus, you know what? Plus, I'm gonna say something to y'all too. And for those who were there that day when that shit happened, I'm always leery of some of these older dudes. I'm always leery since that happened. But let's not forget, you guys was with me when that person who wanted to be the outstanding citizen decided to call on me. So ever since that happened, I don't have a shadow of a doubt in my mind that out of 10 people, one of them might be the one to go over in the cut to their cell phone and call and be like, hey, I just saw this guy catch a undersized flounder. Not saying it would be, but I wouldn't put it past. So, you know, just to be safe, you feel me? See, we have this. See, fishing adventures. Yo, we have the same logic because you're right. The fish bit. He didn't know it was out of season. He's look. It's November. He's supposed to been gone in April, but I still caught him. He still bit. So yeah, you're right. The fish didn't know it was out of season. So and you know, see, here's the thing too, guys. Here's the thing too, and it's very important. You know, I'm a New Yorker, born and raised New Yorker, right? And you know, we all New Yorkers, a real New Yorker, not the plants, but the real New Yorkers. We always go by this anything can happen rule. To keep you safe, anything can happen at any time. And you never put it past that anything can happen and that anybody might do anything at any time. So with that being said, you know, somebody could have saw me keep it and easily made the call. Like easily made the call. And I wouldn't even seen it coming because I would have been over here talking to y'all fishing and just turn around just like last time. Just turn around and they be right here. And just like last time, when they make the call, they're going to tell them where they saw me put it. So they're going to say, oh yeah, I saw him put it in the back of his car. And then the fish police come and they're going to go right to the car because they was told.
Keep in touch. Larry, I'll call you. All right? But it's really nasty home.
One thing I do wish you guys could see though, I don't know if you can see it from here because it's dark past here, but if you could see how high the water has gotten to right now. We're at almost 5:30. Damn, it don't even seem like it, right? Yeah, it's only 5:30, not even 5:30 yet, 5:21. And the water is up pretty high. But yeah, we're not going to be out here too much longer. I'm just going to run those last couple of pieces of bait that I have. Oh, speak of the devil. Speak of the devil, we're down to one sandworm. One sandworm. So yeah, I'm going to run this last sandworm. And then after that, we'll start wrapping it up. You know, but at least we got on board. Like I told you, we got on board. funny too. All right, what up, bro? It's funny too because when that hit happened, right? Remember, it was hitting like gradually, and then it started to go out. When I got him out the water, I could see that he had started to swallow the hook. So that means all them little nibbles, because it's a flounder and he's on the ground, he probably already had hit it and was just going about his business, you know? Because he had enough time to start to swallow it. I, hey, I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. And maybe one day we can do, when we're all at home, we could even do a fishing panel discussion. You don't even have to be on the water. We could just do a whole panel discussion about that because I totally agree with you. You know, you can't control what you catch. You know, now they try to regulate it where what you keep versus what you catch, but you can't control what you catch. That's a whole fact, you know. But yeah, we could do a whole discussion about that. Okay, I keep hearing something moving in this bag, and one of the crabs is still alive. Holy shit. Good thing I didn't reach in that bag, boy. I mean, worst case scenario, I'll probably just give it away when it's time to go. But yeah, you definitely can't control it. You can't. It's way out of your control. And see, listen, yo, here's the thing, y'all. And this is what I was talking about Hudson Park being so busy, right? And compared to the other place where I could just be on the low, we all to ourselves. It's not a lot of people. It's not as busy. Let me tell you what's going on behind you, behind the camera, because I have a tripod set up and I have the light kit tripod set up high. So it looks like it's a whole movie studio production going on over here, right? So what you have going on behind you is all of these cars are parked up and they're all sitting in their car looking over here to see what the fuck I'm doing because they see this whole light production going on, you know. And that's what I mean when I say it's busy. Like, you know, it gets a little busy.
Okay, guys, good night.
Okay, good night, Al.
You know what we're gonna do to do our good deed? We're gonna do our good deed. I'm gonna use one of these crabs, right? But since the Mr. Crab that lived for 3 or 4 days, right? He lived for so many days in this bag, right? I think he's earned his right. Where's he at? Which one is it? I think he's earned his right to go back to the ocean. What do y'all think? I think he's earned his right. So you know what? I'm gonna do my good deed. Is it you? Yeah, see? Look, he's still alive. See that shit? He's still alive. So I think he's earned it to be able to. He earned it. Because this one is no longer with us. But the funny thing is, I kept hearing something in the bag in the trunk. I just kept hearing this, and I'm like, "What the hell is that?" Because I know earlier when I looked in there, it looked like they both was dead. And I just keep hearing. That's why you see me keep looking over because I keep hearing this. Like, what the hell is that? And yeah, Mr. Crab managed to live for 4 days. And instead of me chopping him up or giving him away and somebody else chop him up, I think, like Spartan law, I think he's earned his keep to be able to be returned back to his home. It may actually, I kind of feel good about that instead of like chopping him up alive and watching him get chopped up alive. So I think we did our good deed for the day. We returned Mr. Crab back to his home. Now he might go in there and get ate up by a fish as soon as he get in there. He might get ate up by a fish as soon as he get in there. Or now that I think about it, my crazy ass, my crazy brain. Now that I think about it, we don't know where he was rounded up from when they caught him. He might have been rounded up in Maine. And now he just got released to some new foreign land where he doesn't even know where he's at. But at least he's back in the ocean, so I could feel some solace that I did my good deed. He earned his livelihood. Oh man. And you know what? You know what, Fishing Adventures? You're right. Now that I think about it, because you're absolutely right. What if I would have caught that flounder, right, and he might have been a whopping 28 inches or 30 inches, like this big, but he out of season? Does that mean that means that by law, technically, I would have had to take him and toss him back into the water? That big, giant fucking fish. But I would have had to toss him back in the water because he's quote unquote out of season. That, to me, that really fucking sucks. Let me throw some of this shit out. Wrap this up. All right. All right, good people. So okay, so I don't feel as bad. I don't feel as bad about it, you know. But it's just that every year, like for New York fishing, every year, regulation wise, is worse than the year before. You know. Now I know because of conservation and studies and numbers and data, they're doing what they can to just keep the cycle of the fish going so we don't overfish and the fish have a chance to recoup, you know. So I get it. No problem. I totally get it, you know. But it's just that every year it's gotten worse than the year before. but none of those regulations have came back down to just be comfortable for everybody. Unless it's a fish they're trying to get rid of, right? Like this year with the Virginia spots, right? Because the Virginia spots was in such abundance and it was just so many of them and they totally dominated all the water, right? All of this East Coast water was dominated by Virginia spots, right? To the point that's all everybody was catching all year, right? So what they did was they put it out where there's no limit, there's no size limit, there's no minimum size limit on them. You can catch as many as you want, you can catch what size as you want, because they were just so overabundant. And a couple of years back, that's the same thing they did with the sea robins because they were so overabundant. So I totally get it. Totally get it. Larry, pack it up?
Yeah, pack it up.
All right. All right, so this is that good old bunker head that's been on there all day. The whole time I've been here, this bunker head's been on. And there's been absolutely no action on that bunker head. And if we analyze it, we look at it, right? You can see not even nibbles or bites from crabs. Because usually if a crab is biting it, you'll see pieces are eaten from the inside. Not even crab. At all. So what we're gonna do, right? What we're gonna do as our little finale before I get out of here, just so I can run the last piece of bait. I'm gonna take this last Mr. Crab we got, right? And instead of cutting him up to use him for for blackfish, instead of cutting him up, I'm gonna go ahead and put him on my big hook, and I'll put him on whole. Right, so we're gonna put him on whole, so you can see that, and just put him out there until it's time to go and see if there's any action on him. You know what? Wait, hold on. The light's not bright enough? Hold on, give me 1 second. That's funny. That's funny that I don't know, man. Maybe the light's starting to get low. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Maybe the light's starting to get low. How about that? How about that? Is that better? I had to pull it up some. And I have my light with me, but today I don't have both of them with me because I got a big one, bigger than this one, and I got the small one. But I can tell when the battery in this light starts getting low, starts dimming out a little bit. and I've ran this one a couple of times since I've swapped out the batteries to put in. So I probably had to put a whole set of new batteries. Okay. All right. Well, Fishing Adventures. As always, you're highly appreciated, man, and I thank you for riding it out with me. Thank you for sticking it through. On the rebroadcast, as always, we'll shout you out. Oh, oh, until I step back, right? Yeah. I got you. It's like ninja, like. No, I got you. But it's all good, man. It's all good. I'm getting ready to wrap it up anyway. So I'll be breaking down the equipment. The other guys over here, fishermen over here, they're packing up. But hey, listen. The good thing is we did get on board. So our team over here, we did get on board. So think about that. Everybody that was out here all day before I got here, nobody caught nothing till we got here. So Mr. Larry, he caught one. I caught that flounder. So we did get on board. So that just lets you know we are fishing badasses. Okay? We are the badasses of fishing. But yeah, definitely Fishing Adventures. I appreciate you, man. Definitely appreciate you. And thank you for coming through. I'm gonna do a weather check for the rest of the week to see what it's looking like. Even if it's a little chilly, but it's not windy, I'll probably hit some more spots, because they got a spot down at Hunts Point that I've been hearing about. I want to check that one out. And then there's a nighttime spot that my niece goes to where you can actually set. They got a fire pit out there. You can set the fire pit, put logs in there, and stay out there overnight, and like cook on the fire pit and stuff like that. I went out there once. It's actually nice because you're across from LaGuardia Airport, the New York airport. So you see all the big planes like coming down right overhead. Like it's fucking amazing. And on the other side of the water, you can see Queens. You can see Queens on the other side of water, and you're on the rocks on the water. So we're gonna try to set that up. But definitely, Fishing Adventures. Thank you for coming through. You have a great night. Be safe. Salute to any vets in your family, or if you're a vet, salute to you and thank you for your service. Or if you got any, like my father is a Marine, ex-drill sergeant, Semper Fi, Semper Fi. Do or die, gun ho, hoorah. So definitely thank you all for your service. This is y'all day. We appreciate the sacrifice. Well, I appreciate the sacrifice. Some of these, that's a whole different story, but you know, but definitely, and be safe getting to work tomorrow, man. Yeah. At my home studio, that's what I got. I got the professional studio edition ring light, LED ring light. It's so bright it would light this whole parking lot up. But unfortunately, it's not like yours that have the USB port. It has a plug, so I'd have to bring a battery pack that has a plug unit in it. But yeah, if I brought that shit out here, man, this whole you'd be able to see in the water. It'd light this whole shit up. It's so bright. But thank you, appreciate you. Oh man, gotta love them Walmart deals, man. I haven't been to Walmart in a minute. I used to do toy videos because I'm also a collector, and I was doing a lot of toy videos and toy hunt videos. And Walmart's is definitely my clearance location, so I'm gonna keep an eye out for that. Definitely the USB one too. I'm gonna definitely keep an eye out for that. Oh, man. Oh man, it would be right when I'm just like last time, right when I'm getting ready to pack it up. Holy shit, I just missed that one. Oh, yo, and on top of that, clean me. Yo, how crazy is that? How crazy is that? Of course, just like last time. Whenever I'm getting ready to pack it up, boom. Just like last time. But we're down to one worm, and I'm splitting them into two pieces. So we got two shots at this, y'all. We got this one right now, and the half that I got left. And then after that, it's over. So maybe we could catch whatever that was. Man, whatever that was just rocked the whole pole, bro. Fucking clean the whole bait and everything. Unbelievable. Of course it would be. When you get ready to pack up. That's what we got. I'm sitting here talking to y'all. Talking to Fishing Adventures, and I just so happen to turn around and see my reel like this. I'm like, what the fuck? Unbelievable. Unbelievable, y'all. And mind you, everybody. So you can see what I'm talking about. We're down to one half of worm. One half of worm, which I could probably split him into two pieces. So we got one last shot at this before it's over. And after that half a worm, y'all, it's a wrap. Cause let me check. Yeah. But definitely, man, I'm looking at the likes. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for the subs. Thank y'all for riding it out with me. This was great, man. I really appreciate it. I even pulled out the light for y'all. You know. And at least, I mean, we got left three. Yeah, shit. At least y'all got to see me catch that nice size flounder. That was a nice flounder. Under any other circumstances, he would have been coming home for the pot. Oh, there we go. There we go. You do it again. I was about to say I cut you short, but you know.
No, I quit 4 years ago, 3.5 years ago.
All right.
I smoked for like 25 years. Cigarette now. I smoke a whole week. In the winter, I don't know what. I stopped smoking cigarettes.
All right, at least we got some trash out of the water, y'all. Yep. Whatever it was, it cleaned it cleaned it again. So we're down to the last worm, y'all. Last of the Mohegans, y'all. That's it. That's it. That's it, y'all. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens, man. Whatever that was, hit it again and cleaned me.
You're my friend. So good.
All right, boys. We are definitely down. We down to last piece of bait, last crab. Put them on there whole. Last 2 cigarettes. But it's all good because we had a great stream. I'm glad you guys came out. Everything worked out well. I even stayed out later and pulled out the light, you know. So I gotta make sure I put some new batteries in it because it's getting a little weaker. I had to actually take the light cover off. I actually had to take the light cover off so it'd be a little brighter. But mission accomplished as far as doing a big bait dump to get rid of a lot of bait. So we did manage to get rid of the bait, you know, so that worked out well. Because as y'all see, empty, and the crabs is finished too. And there's always next time to fight. Plus, this might be one of our final Indian summer good weather days, and I wanted to take full advantage of it. Definitely wanted to take full advantage of it. But yeah, whatever hit that line, I'm really curious to know what. And let me see, what time is it? It's almost 6, so we should be 2.5 hours into high tide. So the tide should be starting to peak at its highest. It's pretty high. We're gonna see, man. We're gonna see what we got. I just hit that same spot. Got the last 2 worms on there. Tide is up at its highest. I got a whole crab on this one. And then after that, guys, we're gonna wrap up. Let me just make sure I got everything in place. I'll have to break this stuff down. But we'll see if we get that last hit before it's over. Like, you never know. And so much for the return back to Hudson Park, right? I just don't understand, man. Like, this has always been a hot spot. Oh, here we go. Man, do it again. Did it again. This is always the worst, man. When you down to that last piece of bait, and then they start biting. When you out of bait and you're down to none, then they start biting. And the way that just hit my line, I would not be surprised if they cleaned it. That was a quick hit. That was like a strike. That was a quick hit. I would not be surprised, y'all, if that line is clean. And if it's clean, it's a wrap. I just brought it in a little bit to see if they follow it. Because there's two worms on there, so maybe they took the top one and they'll go for the bottom one. What's the chances? I think they took it. Yeah, guys, I think it's a whole wrap. I think they took it. I'm pretty sure they cleaned it. Got enough for one more shot. We got enough for one more shot. And we're gonna see. There's still enough bait on there. So we got enough for one more shot. Final run, y'all. Do or die. And I did launch it, so it's out there pretty far. Yep, guys. That looks like it's it, That looked like it might be it. Because it might be, it's little, but not enough bait to catch their attention. So we're gonna wrap it up. We're definitely gonna wrap it up. Again, I appreciate you guys for coming through. I appreciate y'all for coming through and enjoying the fishing stream. Thank you to everybody that came through. Fun fishing adventures. Thank you for the tip. Works good. I will always keep one of those on deck for the win. Skylar, I should be on later for Yu-Gi-Oh! And all the rest of you guys. I definitely appreciate y'all for coming through and sitting out with us on this nice day. Big token of appreciation to all of the veterans. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your sacrifice. We appreciate y'all. And I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I will check you guys later. Caught out.